from Forge La Femme, and today I am working on shop continuity, getting this little space a little bit more viable. I got all these sticks. They're going to go up on that rack. Oh, the camera's right there. Got to remember that. And that's what I'm going to be doing. And these are all fresh cuts. I just got this, I believe this last Sunday, if I recall correctly. And they're a mixture of, what is it? I got pearwood and serviceberry. So, without further ado, let's get to this. This shouldn't take too long, but there's other stuff we can talk about. I got something really cool recently, and I want to talk about it when I get these all stacked up. I think I have a few more I might throw up there. We'll see. Just hang out, kick back, listen to me ramble. It's what I do best anyway. Oh, I got sticks down here that need to make their way up top. And let's see what we got here. So what we got here, this one's actually pear, but this one's buckthorn. If you guys can see, might be a little hard to see, but they are different woods. And this is my first time using buckthorn. We'll see how long it takes to season. And hopefully this will season by the end of the year, the buckthorn. But we'll see. I have had autumn olive. That stuff makes a very nice springy stick, actually. But it also can season quite quickly, quicker than most other woods that I've worked with. Oh, yeah, you guys can kind of see me up here. All right, and I'm just going to be stacking sticks. I'm try and put cudgel end on this side. And I'm going to be stacking them, hopefully to allow airflow. And then my workspace, I have a big fan up here. I'm not sure if you can see through all the smoke, but I get a lot of airflow up here with that in the summer when it gets really warm. So that's why they're going to come up here and not in the normal space where they go in my other shed. So I'm going to have kind of stack them on top of each other. And I removed a lot of weight from here today. Gosh, probably close to, I'd say over 100 pounds. I have a ton of angle iron up here, actually, and bed frame steel, actually, which is quite strong. And I moved a lot of that to another spot, so I'll be able to put these sticks up here, and these will not weigh anywhere near what those bars of steel weighed. Okay. And I'm going to try and put them in a order to where I'll be able to more easily bring them down when I need to bring them down. And then some are going to fall, as you just saw that happen. Excuse me. The thing about sticks is these things can just really hang on to each other. You can stack so many of them and they'll just all grab on. Oh, there goes another one. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, let's see. You gotta kind of find rhyme and reason to these sticks as well, because you get one like this, and it's got that big bend. It's not so easy to just kind of toss up there. Actually, let me do this. I actually grew up in a house where we split and stacked wood for heating our house, and I was actually quite good at stacking wood. Some might think, oh, what kind of skill is that? And it's like, well, when you rely on something like stacking wood, you'd be amazed what skill can go into something that's seemingly so mundane. And to this day, I've never actually had a stack of wood ever fall over, never even come close. And to me, that is something I pride myself on. And I learned to stack wood from my dad. And my dad learned to stack wood from a man from Poland named Casimir. We called him Cass. And Cass Skura, actually. And he still did things in a very old-fashioned way. Actually, long into his life. I mean, I think he made it to his late 80s or early 90s. He was still hanging his clothes outside to dry in the dead of winter. He just saw no purpose in having a dryer, and that's just the way he rolled in life. Very, very old-fashioned. Come on, why are you stuck on? Oh, you're stuck on each other, it looks like. That was an interesting balancing act. But yep, even in the dead of winter, he'd be out there drying his clothes on the clothesline. But if it got cold enough, they could actually freeze dry. And I know they do that in places like Maine and Michigan's Upper Peninsula and Minnesota. You know, it's an extremely cold place. But yeah, they do have the ability to freeze dry their clothes up there in the right weather. Big old helicopter coming through. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Yeah, let's get this up there. Now I'll be able to get more sticks and put them up for drying. Which actually I'll need to find a new location for that. All right, I've reached far enough from the ladder. So now I'm gonna move this down a bit. Hey guys, how's it going? Let's see. Yeah, set these aside. Okay, that one's fine. Yeah, that one's seasoned. Huh, interesting. That's a really nice stick too. Holy cow. So let's move this down. Okay. I gotta bring these sticks a little closer my way, it looks like. That hurt. Okay, not the most exciting life I've ever done. That's for sure. Okay, now I'm gonna get this, whatever's in my eye, out of my eye. That actually is going to be one heck of a shillelagh when this thing is all seasoned up. This one's going to take a while, though, to get there. That might take all of every bit of 3 years, actually. We'll see. I'll be reassessing these come the summer, and I'll be starting to move sticks out into the sun and whatnot. And that's how I'll be handling all these guys. And then I'll have my shop fan blowing on them, right? That's right here. All right, so not done. But you can see I've got a lot of space reclaimed now. This is my heat treat kiln, which has been taken over by sticks that need to be listed on my website. And I need to get this thing up and running so I can get some heat treating going. So I can get other projects I want to do in the works. This one's actually wild. Okay, back up the ladder. Okay. All right, those wobbled pretty good until I got them set straight, and now they're all. Actually, I'm put this on my cigar rest. There it is. Put my little stogie on there. Let's go back to what we were doing. I think this is one of my display only cudgel pieces because it got hit with some kind of lichen or maybe fungus that can attack some woods. And I figure if I can get this straightened out or not, some people like the really gnarly looking ones where they can look really wild and curly like on their wall. So that's what this was going to be. So I'm going to keep it actually down here because that's a seasoned piece. Let's see. I have, one more stick. I can handle that. And that'll be fine right there. Yeah, those ain't going nowhere. And I got the Gandalf sticks right here. And I know one of them's serviceberry, but I'm not sure. It's crazy when you get up close. And so this giant one, this is serviceberry. And serviceberry is incredibly strong. Like I said, it is a fantastic wood. And this one right here, this one, I wanted to say it was maple, but I don't know. But it's a big one, that's for sure. I mean, I'm 5'4", and you can see these things are way taller than me. Where's the other wild one I have? This is the coolest stick I've ever come across right here. This is a big mulberry piece right here. And you see it's got that wicked bend. So I might have to like steam it to straighten this out. But this one's actually thoroughly seasoned at this point. So to me, that's super exciting. I cannot wait to make this into a stick. But for now, I'm going to leave these against the workbench so I could put them back where they normally sit. I brought them out for a live one night and never put them back. Okay, so back to these pieces. Gotta get these up there now. I think these are remnants. One more over here. And this goofy looking thing. I need to go in the fire pit. And then this big thwomp. This will be one rad stick when it dries. It's so goofy looking and so crazy. And I would have a lot of fun with it. It reminds me of something that you'd see like, I don't know, like in Skyrim, which I don't think they use wooden clubs. But still, Maybe the goblins do, but I'm not sure if they use them in Skyrim or not. If they do, correct me. I actually just started playing again. So let me know in the comments if the goblins use wooden clubs or if any creature in Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls games ever used wooden clubs. All right, let's see here. Gotta get... Let's put you all the way in the back because you're a shorty. These might be able to fit back there too. All right. Okay. We'll call that good. All right. And let's see. Water. Let's have some water. Hang on a second. Gotta read something. Okay. There we go. Now, onto the cool reveal. Something I came across. I love to go to antique stores. Like that's my jam. And let me move this down. Hang on. There we go. Well, I gotta lower it up. So, like I was saying, I like to go to antique stores. Those are some of my favorite places to go, especially for rusty gold. That's what I consider steel. And I just got some chain, and I got these things. I'll show you what they are. Actually, throw some comments down on guesses on what it could be. It's steel. It's old. And when I mean old, these are potentially 1800s, early 1900s. And I'm pretty excited to actually have these to work with. And the next hint, they can be used for making knives. And this one's broken. Here you are. It's a carriage spring for the seat. I can flex them a little bit. But yeah, I got two of these. Actually, I'll show you the other one. Right here. I got these guys. How cool is this? It's so hard to find steel like this. Like you can find old steel, of course, but it's just not like carriage spring steel. And I'm going to use every bit of steel on this thing. I highly doubt there will be wrought iron on it, because wrought iron hasn't been made since the 1850s, and wagons were used well into the, 1950s probably. Maybe even later than that in more desolate areas. Actually, there's still people that use them to this day. But either way, yeah, these are extremely old. They have that real heavy pitting in them, and you can only get pitting like that if it's extremely old, even if it's left in the elements for decades. It still takes a long time to get to the level of pitting that these have. So these are a very cool find. I'm super excited about it. Actually, I'm going to hang them up. I'll put one on there. There goes one of my sticks. And I'll put this other one on there. Because, hey, shop atmosphere is half the fun of being live in a shop workspace. At least that's how I feel. I love having cool shop decor. You know, we'll put this stick up there like that. And then we'll put this stick. Some people actually don't know that this is a common style walking stick as well. And this is one that I have to bring it down a little lower to show you. But it's actually really favored, more favored than people would expect, because people are like, you want the knob end stick, you know, like a shillelagh style, Irish style. But these are also Irish style. People love this style. So, you know, you think usually something more like this. But this, that's a strong stick. It's a good handle. It's just, you kind of just want to lean on it. At least I want to. And I'm over 200 pounds, and this thing holds me up just fine. And it seems kind of silly, like I said, because it's so spindly, but that kind of handle, just put your hands on it. It's a really good rest. And it just isn't always like the knob end. The knob end, this thing has both my arms on it, so it's touching forearms on both sides. To me, that's just rock and roll, you know? But yeah, that is just as old as the knob end. Just different styles, different purposes, depending on where you're from, what nation. And like actually something I learned about Irish walking sticks is Southern Ireland seems to be more into the large knob of a stick, more like this style. Whereas the north of Ireland, they are more into a smaller knob style, which I don't know if I have one out here right now to show you guys. Oh yeah, I do right here. This is a really good example of a stick from the north of Ireland. This one I call it like my, you know, ghetto vibe, because it's all destroyed looking. I love the way it looks. But it's got a small knob. And this one actually, this is a mulberry stick, but it's actually very comfortable in hand. And it's I don't know, to me it's like, to me it has like a classy look. It's less intrusive, less invasive. Like you could take this to any party and it would, just like look good in whatever outfit you're rocking with, especially if you're in like a pinstripe suit or something. I think it'd look particularly neat on. Actually, I could do some straightening on this stick. Might have to. But yeah, there's my sticks. And you saw my cool little carriage springs, seat springs actually is what they're from. And some of my other fun projects, I guess you could say, and completed pieces. These are completed pieces I have, and I gotta put these somewhere. I gotta find somewhere to put these too. Actually, my website's where they need to go. This is just a piece of ash wood. I might actually smoke with that. If you guys have never smoked with ash wood, it's really good. Makes meat have a very good taste. You see, are these painted? Oh, I'm gonna have to throw these up there too. These are black, so these are peach. Yep, I gotta find a spot for these. Oh, I got another one right here. This is another like mega thwomp right here. Look at the size of that thing. This is just ridiculous. This one's gonna take probably 2 years to dry out. I mean, we'll see with this coming summer that's supposed to be hot and dry, but likely, yeah, every bit of 2 years. And when I dry my sticks, I actually, I go by a few things to say if they're done. One of them is I make them tink. I bounce them. Just take it, bounce it right off the concrete. It'll make a very specific sound. And another one is by the feel. The bark gets a very, all I can say is it feels very dry. And it gets a little bit wrinkly. And then from there, I do my whole process, and it gets born into a fantastic heirloom tool. Aid, if you will. And I don't know what to do with these sticks. I'm going to put these in my house, I think. Until they get put up on the website. These are all cudgels of varying forms, minus the 2 walking sticks. Okay. All right, that's cool. And then my box of gloves. I don't even know why I put those there. You guys ever just like find things that are big like this and you're like, how did that get where it was? Well, this is one of those. Yeah, gloves. That's what I just found hidden behind all these sticks that I'm holding like a baby. And my cigar went out. So I'm gonna put these on my chair for now, I think. So I know they gotta come in with me. Yeah. Hopefully they don't come crashing down completely. Okay. Oh, one did. Egg on my face, huh? And then this, I'll be getting this fired up before too long. Actually, tomorrow, maybe even tonight, if I can get it figured out. This thing needs to get running so I can start heat treating knives. I need to actually take it and tip it up on its end so I can have more space. So, all right. I've been live. What is it, 7:45, been live for 24 minutes. It's good enough for me. I'm going to take it easy for the night. I'm actually going to go watch the show The Good Doctor. If you guys have never seen it, check it out. I've been enjoying it. And this is Rachel. This is Forge the Femme. I'm out of here. Peace.